J. Cole, what's going on with hip hop, man? J. Cole, what you gotta say? What you gotta say, J. Cole? What you gotta say, man? It's been, bruh. The big three has been in quite a bit of disarray this year. What's good, y'all? I'm Skip, one half of DeCypherEd. My boy DJ is not with me today because I had to run this one in the daytime. But today we have a new track from J. Cole. I'm assuming he want to get his raps off, and I also heard it's got something to do with the issue with Kendrick and Drake. So I want to get into it. No computer, got my phone today. So before I get to that, real quick, if this is your first time on the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can even put some of your favorite quotables from the song into the comment section. But if you want a more in-depth experience of what we do here, go check out our back catalog. We have album reviews and breakdowns, lyric breakdowns, reactions, hip-hop deep dives. We pretty much got everything that a hip-hop channel could have, I guess, outside of interviews. And if you want even more than that, we have a Patreon channel, and the link to that will be in the description. So without further ado, man, shout out to my brother DJ who couldn't be here, but we got Port Antonio from none other than J. Anthony Lamar Jermaine Cole. Is this the Cleo Soul? I think it's Cleo Soul. I could be wrong, but I think this is the Cleo Soul sample. Big Sean used this too on Boundaries from his latest album. Speaking of that, we have the Big Sean album review dropping this Saturday, so check that out on YouTube.
Young Jermaine walked the straight and narrow, minimum wage jobs for the narrow, but still my mind was on the zeros. I fiend for the perks that was seen flipping birds, so we was skipping church, but my eyes was on the sparrows.
Hold on, let me run it back real quick. Something about this also kind of sounds like old Cole, like the come up J. Cole, just with a more mature voice, but the warm up J. Cole, excuse me.
Young Jermaine walked the straight and narrow, minimum wage jobs for the narrow, but still my mind was on the zeros. I fiend for the perks that was seen flipping birds, so we was skipping church, but my eyes was on the sparrows. Niggas flipping pies, spending thousands on a payroll. Shit, I wanna shine too, I want dimes too. Jealous niggas wanna know just how my rhymes blew. Mono we mono, I'm Bono, I'm you times two.
Fire, I like the Bono you too. The eye on the sparrow, I thought that was dope as well. I see he just it's like he's setting the table for something. Let's see what you got, Cole.
I'm bougie, I done out shine too. I want dimes too. Jealous niggas wanna know just how my rhymes blew. Mono we mono, I'm Bono, I'm you times two. Now I'm bougie, I done outgrew the fountain blue, but never forgot the spot where I developed my plot. The dwell at the top, the veil where all my skeletons locked. If I could do it all over, then I never would swap. I seen good, I seen bad, had my melanin mocked. I seen lifelong friends turn to devilish ops. I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop.
Okay, J. Cole. Melanin stop. Okay, we got a little 4-syllable multi going. He's starting to heat up. Let me run it back real quick. My bad, y'all.
I'm Bono, I'm you times two. Now I'm bougie, I done outgrew the fountain blue, but never forgot the spot where I developed my plot. The dwell at the top, the veil where all my skeletons locked. If I could do it all over, then I never would swap. I seen good, I seen bad, had my melanin mocked. I seen lifelong friends turn to devilish ops. I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it before you see that heavy metal get popped.
Fire.
He was a mean ass wing.
Fire, the heavy metal pop with the rock influence in the beated song, then with the red jacket, breaking up the rival gangs in the Beat It video. That's actually a fire. That's a fire bar right there. That whole little setup. That shit was fire, J. Cole.
With a devilish ops, I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it for you see that heavy metal get popped. He was a mean ass wing with a hell of a shot. But if no team draft king, he gon' bet on the block. He wanna ball till he fall until the Federals knock and sit his ass on the bench for moving careless with rock. You can't relate unless your father was
fire double entendre. To sit your ass on the bench for moving careless with rock. The bench being jail, careless with rock, selling drugs, careless with rock on the court, turning the ball over, and then you get benched for that. Fire double entendre.
He wanna ball till he fall until the Federals knock and sit his ass on the bench for moving careless with rock. You can't relate unless your father was not around and your mother went out and found someone else and then brought around. And their salaries then combined when they married and brought you out of that poverty. Then you moved to a soft little part of town so that when you back in the hood you feel awkward about it now. Then your confidence start to drown, but the rapper gave you some positive thoughts, so you jot them down. You jot them down.
Okay, Cole. He's continuing that run of just finding new flows, new approaches to the way he raps. But in this, he's starting to get. It seemed like he's starting to share something about himself that he hasn't shared in this way, and I like that. The almost imposter syndrome that comes with moving to different parts of town, and he also talked about this in the song that he had with Daylight when he was talking about just how different he felt from the people that he lived in this new environment with, and how different those people were from the people who lived in the lower income neighborhoods that he had come from, and how it was such a vast environmental gap and culture shock. I like how he's describing how he's dealing with this too in this song.
Ride to it. Feel awkward about it now. Then your confidence start to drown, but the rapper gave you some positive thoughts, so you jot them down. You jot them down. Ride to it. 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 Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me.
Sing it, Cole.
Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. 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 Yeah. Benjamin Button, cold flows, reverse time. To find deliveries good as mine, you gotta search primes. I'm scaling heights higher than birds can perch, trying to be something, hoping that peace comes to my cursed mind. One thing's for sure, that I've matured from my first rhyme. I learned long ago, you can't please them all, and it hurts trying. In this game where all you've got is your name, like Dirk, I'm smirking at niggas trying to besmirch mine. Absurd times, where the fake get told it is wise. I can see hate in both of your eyes, but the third's blind, so you search line.
I can see hate in both of your eyes, but the third's blind. Third eye being a symbol, a metaphor for higher consciousness. So I like that. I like the Benjamin Button. It's been a lot of like reverse time and back in time, but I do like that one. And I like what he's setting up here as well, because it seemed like he's about to get into something rap related, and that was the beginning was him setting the table for how he found solace in the music, and now he's talking about what the music industry has brought, and what he's gained and or lost from that.
But you struggle with peace comes to my cursed mind. One thing's for sure, that I've matured from my first rhyme. I learned long ago, you can't please them all, and it hurts trying. In this game where all you've got is your name, like Dirk, I'm smirking at niggas trying to besmirch mine. Absurd times, where the fake get told it is wise. I can see hate in both of your eyes, but the third's blind, so you search lines. But you struggle, which explains the puzzled look on the dull faces the word finds. I hate when raps become but like do not disturb signs. Can't knock it if I see it's about the door. They instigate the fucker So you search lines, but you struggle, which explains the puzzled look on the dull faces the word finds. I hate when raps become, but like do not disturb signs. Can't knock it if I see it's about the dough.
Hold on, wait. I'm missing something. Hold on, I'm sorry. What we got,
hurts trying in this game where all you've got is your name like dirt. I'm smirking at niggas trying to besmirch mine. Absurd times with a fake get told it is wise. I can see hate in both of your eyes, but the third's blind. So you search lines, but you struggle, which explains the puzzled look on the dull faces the word finds. I hate when raps become, but like do not disturb signs. Can't knock it if I see it's about the dough.
Okay, the do not disturb sign, can't knock if it's about the dough. Something about can't knock it's about the dough. And then the line prior when he was saying about the rapper struggling, basically to find about the rapper struggling, and you can see it on the faces that the words find. So like the fans, you can see that the rapper struggling to find the proper words because as they hit the listener, they're not resonating. Okay.
Instigate the fuckery because it's profitable, but singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. Fuckery because it's
okay, hold on.
So you search lines, but you struggle, which explains the puzzled look on the dull faces the word finds. I hate when raps become, but like do not disturb signs. Can't knock it if I see it's about the dough. They instigate the fuckery because it's profitable, but singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle, dog, I would have lost the bro. I would have gained a foe, and all for what? Just to attain some more.
Okay. My biggest issue with that line and his perspective on this whole thing and him bringing it back is in part to him forgetting that this is rap. And also, J. Cole, you my guy, a little bit. Right here, got you. I feel how I feel about that album, but I still got it on the wall because I respect what it means to the culture. But you can't make it seem as if you were the victim who was attacked and stepped away in respect of some higher calling. In all honesty, in full form, in full song format, you struck first and then spun back in 2 days and decided to step back and said the wildest apology you could have ever said. It wasn't necessarily you apologizing, I guess. Like, people looked at it and was like, yeah, it's mature, whoop de whoop. But you spent 5 years looking for challengers, found a challenger, punched your challenger with 7-minute drill, and before your challenger could respond, you decided to quit, and now you're saying you would have lost a bro. Like, so are you saying that you know that you would have done him so bad that it would have got to a point where y'all couldn't be friends? Like, because hindsight is 20/20. You know what I mean? But also, whatever happened with Drake and Kendrick has nothing to do with what could have possibly happened with you and Kendrick. They went low because that was a choice that they decided to make after allegedly having an on-phone conversation to agree to not do that, which is why the shots slowly escalated. And they didn't start out going crazy from the beginning. So I say that to say, bruh, unless you're going to share something in the rest of this song that makes sense beyond you saying that you did this out of some charitable pursuit for your friendship, I'm not buying it, bro. And it also kind of makes me mad because I know what everybody expected. Everybody wanted Drake to get out of the way and wanted you and Kendrick to have a high-level sparring session like some of the ones that had happened prior. The last one, like, rap battles hadn't got nasty in a while. So to immediately think that is insane on your part unless you have some more information that you're not sharing with us. So I'm not buying that, bro. I'm really not. But let me see what you got.
Props from strangers. Read because it's profitable, but singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle dog, I would have lost the bro. I would have gained a phone, and all for what? Just to attain some old props from strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for since the age of 14. Jermaine is no king, if that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes to be considered best to live and rest. The weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies.
Okay. Are you shooting? Is that what it says? Are you looking to be the one remaining because you took the high road and they did something that's below you? So now you have, so yeah, you're leaning on a moral high ground in a rap battle, bro. So, and you're also saying that, like the bots and all the other shit. So, who are you accusing of that? Because I know at a time, academics accused Kendrick of having bots, which ultimately ended up being verified as being a false statement from a person who wasn't connected to Spotify in any way. Secondly, a lot of the smear campaign came from Drake. So are you pulling them both to the carpet and having a grown-up talk with them and saying that you understand it in that way, or are you being passive-aggressive? I got questions, J. Cole, and you not answering them in the way that I hoped you would, brother. Let me run this back a little bit.
Just to attain some old props from strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for since the age of 14. Jermaine is no king, if that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes to be considered best to live and rest. The weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies. So lines got crossed, perhaps regrettably. My friends went to war, I walked away with all they blood on me. Now some will discredit me, try wipe away my pedigree, but please find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly. My dog texted me, I share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. I guess in that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I texted back like, guess the gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga.
Okay. J. Cole. Bruh, what the J. Cole, look. All right, I'm gonna sit up all the way up. Bruh, you can't go on a feature campaign for years being this gun. And when it's time to shoot, you speak on how frivolous the gun is. You made yourself into a weapon, letting anybody know that when it was time, you would deploy and destroy the opposition. And this is what you say when it was time, or this is how you recollect. So if anything, you should be calling yourself a hypocrite instead of chastising them. Where is your fault in this, bruh? If I'm not mistaken, before push-ups, Euphoria, Tailor-Made Freestyle, any of those songs, 7-minute drill came out first. Now, don't get me wrong, first-person shooter, you brought up the big three and said that you believe you stand above the rest in that song, on top of a lot of stuff you said prior, which could not have been pertaining to any one person. But based on what Benny said in the interview, and again, that wasn't you, he said that he talking about one of them guys that y'all got him connected with as a part of that big three. So with that being said, you've made it known in certain circles that there was a power play to be made for pole position. You said it on numerous tracks over a 5-year stretch from 2018 or whenever a lot came out all the way to Might Delete Later in the 7-minute drill, that nobody wanted smoke, that you would smoke whoever, that you was looking for competition, nobody wanted to rap with you, everybody ducking you. And if it did turn into something, you would make it something. Just for you to make it nothing and then chastise and try to step back and passive aggressively poke at the people who decided to get into it. Now, did it get ugly? Yes. I agree with that 100%. Was all of that necessary? No. But people decided to make choices, and they got to live with that. Some, they may regret it, they may not. But whatever it is what it is. But that has nothing to do with you in particular. Of course you caught blowback. You threw the first major punch. You put out a 5-minute song dissing Kendrick. And then backed out. My nigga, you got fought in this, bruh. In this song, like, granted, you can rap. Nobody ever said you couldn't rap. But when you do stuff like this, or when you try to pull the rug or pull the wool from over people's eyes and make it seem like you weren't saying what you were saying all that time, people have the right to discredit what you've been doing because now the words feel hollow. You can rap, bro. Nobody ever said you couldn't rap. Nobody ever actually tried to take that away from you. You are now in this moment of your career rapping better than you ever have. But still, you robbed yourself of some credibility, when you didn't have to. And now you trying to do damage control and try to provide some type of perspective, but you got to remember what already happened. So if you're not willing to call yourself to the front, it's not going to make sense because you're not acknowledging any of your part in this. And like it was just something that happened around you and you were in the periphery and got hit. Like, you got to take some accountability, bro. This is passive aggressive as hell, and you're not making yourself accountable. It would have took 2 lines to make yourself accountable, but we got 50 seconds left, so I'm gonna give you a chance.
They stripped me on my spot and now I'm finally free, my nigga. They say I'm picking the gun, don't mean the gun ain't dead. King, if that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes to be considered best to live and rest, the weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies, so lines got crossed, perhaps regrettably. My friends went to war, I walked away with all they blood on me. Now some will discredit me, try wipe away my pedigree, but please find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly. My dog texted me, I share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. I guess in that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I texted back like, guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga. They stripped me on my spot and now I'm finally free, my nigga. They say I'm picking sides, they don't you lie on me, my nigga. To start another war, hey Drake, you'll always be my nigga. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me, my nigga. Fuck all the narratives. Tapping back into your magic pen is what's imperative. Reminding these folks why we do it. It's not for beefing, it's for speaking our thoughts, pushing ourselves, reaching the charts, reaching your minds, deep in your hearts, creeping to find emotions to touch, something inside to open you up, help you cope with the rough times and shit. I'm sending love cause we ain't promised shit. My nigga, y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Yeah, y'all niggas ain't stopping me. 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 Y'all niggas ain't.
Okay. I don't know, man. And then after that, you start copping pleas to Drake. I don't know what to make of this shit, man. Like I'm really at a loss for words. I'm trying to find them because I know this is what I'm here for. But J. Cole, for you to say you're not picking sides, I understand that. And that's not a prerequisite of your position in this. You weren't meant to necessarily pick a side. But you were meant to stand your ground because you asserted yourself. You crossed the line yourself. You put yourself in the war. You decided to no longer be Switzerland when you dropped 7 Minute Drill. Like everything before that can be put up to happenstance because motive can't be assessed in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like that correlation of you being with Drake doesn't mean that you were with him in an attempt to attack Kendrick. We can't assume that. We can really only go off what you say. But what you said was 4 minutes worth of an attack. And for you to back out and then do this. As a hip hop fan, I'm kind of disgusted, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Bro. And now you're free of a spot that you pursued and made and put you're free of a position you put yourself in. So what I would want to know in this situation would be what process you went through to decide that the spot wasn't important anymore. That's what the back end of the song should have been about. Like, if you're gonna say, yeah, they went at it and they were thirsty for the number one spot, my nigga, so were you. The only thing that we saw in this beef, outside of the result of it from their perspective, is that you didn't want it. Like, you weren't willing to do what it takes to get to that spot. At that point in time, it was time to fight for it. Everybody got their claim to it. Drake had the numbers, Kendrick had the art. A lot of people feel like you had the raps and the hunger. So yeah, you didn't have to get muddy. You didn't have to do that. Apparently Kendrick and Drake spoke on the phone. I'm sure y'all could have did the same thing and be like, all right, bro, let's just keep this shit rap. And did whatever y'all needed to do. But for you to make it seem like there was some inherent sense of it going to get ugly at the beginning from the point when you dropped 7-minute drill is insane. So for that to be what you're clinging on at the end of this, I can't rock with it, bro. So now all I got to hope for you as an artist is the hope that you make some sense of this on the fall off and also find a way to navigate around a lot of the raps that made people look at you a certain way through your feature run, which was all of the braggadocio, I'm better than everybody, nobody can see me, this, that, and the third. Because that's kind of what took the wind out of Mike Delete Later after you apologized. So you in a pickle, bro. And in my opinion, this didn't help. You displayed you can rap. We already know you can rap. But like the way you explaining this shit, it's like, yeah, I mean, you're not even acknowledging 7-minute drill, which is crazier. You know what I mean? You ain't acknowledged that. You end up talking about how much Drake did for you. Like, it's like you're ignoring so many pieces to this puzzle. To tell the truth, if you was really gonna do what you should have did, this track would have been like 10 minutes long. So, or some of this stuff that was in here would have been removed. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this shit. This song, J. Cole, Port Antonio. I saw that he deleted all the stuff off his Instagram, so maybe the fall off is in reach. Maybe a fourth quarter drop, maybe. Who's to say? Or early first quarter drop. But yeah, man, you got some explaining to do because you didn't properly explain on this. If y'all do have some favorite lines, which I'm sure y'all do because it was a good song, it just, I feel like the objective, in my opinion, wasn't reached. Put that in the comment section. As I said previously, if you want to join the Patreon and become a decoder, the link is in the description. We do stuff that doesn't make YouTube over there. On top of, you'll get early access to the stuff that comes on YouTube as well. Maybe outside of the reactions because they are time sensitive. But all album reactions, lyric breakdowns, hip hop deep dives, all of that stuff will be made available. And also, as a plus to our decoders, on Patreon, we have a podcast titled Section 205, and we just shot episode 2. And I'm going to put a small clip of that 2-hour and 30-minute episode on YouTube sometime this week once I finish editing, so the people on YouTube can get an idea for what we're doing and hopefully can come over and join the Patreon family and become a decoder. But like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and share. Don't forget that, man. But until next time, we out of here. You hurt me, Cole. You're hurting me, bro. The further this goes, you just continue to hurt me. You're hurting the rap fan in me. I don't know how to feel about it.